Welcome back to Layne's ED Enhancement. Today we continue our cargo planning exercise with another basic stow. This is exercise 2. Here we are asked to stow the following containers on the given bay, bay 10, below deck we are working with. And the rows are 7, the tiers are 5. We have 14 20-foot boxes. We have 14 40-foot dry-van boxes, and we have 10 40-foot I cubes. Please remember to label the bay, always significant. Now this is a key that we'll be using today, color-coded, to make it much clearer. All right. Again, as usual, first we will label our bay. It's bay 10, so forward is bay 9, and after is bay 11. And it's 7 rows and 5 tiers. Therefore, we have a middle row. So we will label that middle row 0, 0, and we will go even numbers to port side and odd numbers to starboard side. We also, since it's below deck, will label our tiers, starting with 0, 2, up to tier 5, which is 10. Then we will begin by first stowing the 10 20-foot boxes or containers. It is always important that we store 20-foot boxes first because, as you know, they can not go on any other container except themselves. And so we normally put them first, then we can put the 40-foot boxes on top of them. So stowing for 20-foot, again, here we're given 10, 14, right? 14 to go, 7 in bay 9, and 7 in bay 11. As you can see, we have 2 in most of the rows, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 3, forward and after, and we have 1 in the 0, 5, forward and after. So now we have stored our 14 20-foot containers. Now store our DVs. We have also been given 14 DVs. As you know, the DVs are 8 feet 6 inches, and so they can store all the way up below deck, right under the hatch cover. And so again, we are going to store them basically anywhere on the vessel once we do not breach any limitation. And so we decide to put them, as you can see, we have placed 5 in the 06 row, 5 in the 05 row, and 5 in the 04 row, and 4 in the 05 row. As you can see what we have done, we have corresponded the X in the after bay to show and indicate that there is no space available for any containers. Finally, we store the I-cube containers on the vessel. Emphasis again that once an I-cube is placed in a row, you will automatically lose the top tier. And so it is best to consolidate, as we would have seen over time. It is best to consolidate our I-cubes. In doing so, we will lose space, but once we consolidate them, then we will lose far less space. Now, as you can see, we have placed 4 I-cubes in the 02 row and 2 each in the 0, 0, 01, and 03 on top of the 20-foot containers. Now, again, we see where the bay is fully loaded, as we would say. So there is no space remaining whatsoever on this bay for any possible additional containers. So this is now completed. As you can see, we have stored our 14 20-foot containers. We have stored our 14 dry van containers, and we have stored our 10 I-cubes. Now, what I'd like you to do is to use the same question but store the bay differently, just for practice. That's what I'd like you to do. Just use the same containers and store it differently. So join me next time. Join me next time when we will actually be looking at other exercises. That's exercise 3. Here is a picture of a straddle carrier which is responsible to position the containers under the crane and also to do shunting and moving around containers on the terminal. Some terminals use chuck operation, but the majority of the terminals tend to use these machines. One in Kingston definitely does that. So join me next time, guys, when we will be stowing 2 ports. As I said, that's exercise 3. But before we go, please remember to do what you do best. What do you do best? Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Invite others. As you have gained and you have benefited, invite others who will enjoy the same. See you next time.